quitting wasn't an option. So I took it upon myself to do, like I said, what I had to do. And even though, despite the fact that I was in a relationship at the time, I had to look out for me. There was a time where I always wonder what the fuck we're gonna do day by day. And hell, my favorite time of the week is when we have those moments when all of us actually go out somewhere to the mall or whatever, because it was an opportunity to leave the house. It was an opportunity to leave the house, to be on the road, listen to my music. And here's the thing, despite the fact that I was struggling, and before iPods and touchscreen phones came in my life, I was rolling with an MP3 player, recording songs that I do. I was still doing music, venting my struggles. Maybe, music-wise, it was at my damn best. Because I had so much pain and so much emotion and so much running through my head. I remember there was a time where all of a sudden people went shopping in that house and we had a lot of food, a lot of teeny drinks. It was almost like BJ's. To me, it was like heaven, especially for me, a person that barely ate. Everybody else is bigger than me. I seized the opportunity. I ate, I drank. Man, I was satisfied. It was the first time I've been satisfied and hospitalized. With not hospitalized, but felt like hospitality. I had that feeling for the first time in months. As the stuff started to go, for some odd particular reason, people wanted to point the finger at me. And for what? Because I tried to survive despite the fact that even though there was food in the house, I barely touched a lot of things. If anything, they were the ones that was dogging. It's just that now, since I'm the new face in the house, instead of blaming among themselves, they want to turn around, team up, and blame me. It was a new turn in my life where I couldn't trust nobody, because when I wanted to tell my girlfriend at the time, about what was going on, lo and behold, she's going to go and tell people with them, but turn the words around, and that caused a conflict. So the moms gave me a date, April 10th, 2009. She wanted me out. Now, mind you, prior to all that, here's the important thing about my time away. It was my first time that I've been around family other than mine in the holidays. It was the first time I had to deal with the fact that on Christmas time, I'm not around my family, but I'm watching everybody else being around theirs. Around that time, in holiday time, after that, going on to the new year, I got word that an aunt that I was close to when I was a kid, my grandmother's sister, she passed away. And then I was going through my first breakup before going back together with somebody that wasn't the same after. I was going through a lot, and mentally I was fucked up, and all I could do was cry. April 9th, that night, I carried that word and I took it with me. I packed my stuff, I packed the suit. I can care less about my stereo. That was the only thing from home that made me feel like I was home, because that was my studio. I left my Xbox, the original black one, and I just packed my clothes, everything I felt like I needed, including that suit in case I get a fucking job interview. And then on the 10th of April, when I woke up, I put my clothes on, knowing that I don't have nowhere to go. And I left. I stayed at my girlfriend's, my ex-girlfriend's friend's neighbor's house for a week. And let me tell you something, as much as I appreciate the gesture, I will not survive because it was just as bad. And then a few weeks before I turned 20, word came to me that my stepfather asked about me to my ex-girlfriend because she was at that school at the time. And just when I was about to consider moving into a shelter in Charlestown because I was for it, then I got word that my mom finally realized she made a mistake. And after that, on that night, I moved here. And I've been here since. But not saying that moving here came with a price, which means I was still dealing with the heat with her ex-boyfriend now, still to this day. But the difference is that I'm holding myself better. I've eaten, I've drunken anything, I've gained weight and I looked healthy, and now I'm the way I am now. I went through a rough patch of a relationship for 2 years. Now I'm in a brand new one with a fresh engagement with a better woman, and I'm still walking, talking, and breathing today. A torn ACL ain't gonna stop me from walking and breathing and living today. I'm still one tough son of a bitch because I got a mind of a soldier, and I told this story for a reason. For those that want to look at me and say I don't know what hard times is, I just proved you wrong. But this documentary ain't over. Share it to the world.